As the meeting was over, everyone started coming out of the room. You were the last one to come out, and when you turned around, closing the door, you saw Jungkook. It was like as if he was waiting for you, but because you guys never get along well, you decided to keep your distance in the office as much as possible. You don't know what was going inside his head by the way he was looking at you, but you gave him a tired look and was about to leave, completely ignoring him. And you did walk a few steps, but they slowed down when his secretary came there. You have no bad relation with her, but don't know why you feel jealous of her. It always happens when she's close to Jungkook. You are too egoistic to accept that you like him or maybe love him, but you can't even see any other woman near him. It is such a complicated relationship. Sir, we have to leave for another meeting with Kim Constructions. You can rest for a few hours before we leave. Jungkook looked towards you and he knew you must be hearing everything. Sure, and one more thing. Can you please get me a coffee? I'm feeling a bit tired. Sure, sir. She was about to leave, but Jungkook stopped her. Miss Ashley, wait. She turned towards him while he took out a box from his pocket before giving it to her. You were about to leave, but her excitement made you stop again. You turned to look what happened. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Thank you so much, sir, but you didn't have to do it. You raised a brow. I didn't able to come in your birthday party. This is from my side. Happy belated birthday. You scoffed out of jealousy. Thank you so much. It's so beautiful. He smiled while she walked away. Then Jungkook turned towards you because he knew you must be looking at him. He raised his brow while you scoffed internally. Seems like you don't have any intention to work today, he said, smirking towards you. That's you. He laughed a little. So now you keep your eyes on me instead of working. Well, I can understand, but if you continue like this, you'll soon lose your position here. Don't worry, Mr. John Jungkook. Your dreams will never be able to come true. He chuckled while you walked away from there, stomping your feet, leaving him laughing. But I think it is coming closer to the truth. He walked towards his office, smiling. You came inside the room and closed the door annoyingly. Always think of himself as the main character. Rude. You turn while cursing him only to see your director looking at you. What happened? Who spoiled your mood right in the morning? You smiled awkwardly because you forgot you don't work alone. You sat on your chair. Nothing, sir. Would you like to have coffee? No thanks. Come here and take a look at these documents. You got up and came near his desk. The contract we have signed with Kim Constructions recently, we forgot to add this clause in the agreement. 1 second please. You took the paper and looked closely before nodding. Oh yes, Mr. Jungkook is going to meet them today, so I think we should let them know. It's a good day that we noticed it before signing the contract, or it would be a great problem in the future. Yes, please. You looked at him. I'll be back. You left the cabin before walking towards Jungkook's office. You knocked and came inside Jungkook's room, but only his secretary was there. She got up and came near you when she saw you. Yes, ma'am. How may I help you? You scanned the room and Jungkook wasn't there. You looked at her. Inform Mr. Jungkook that there is a missing clause in the agreement. Write it down before the meeting with Kim Constructions. Oh yes, Mr. Jungkook already noticed and I added it. Oh, that's great. You noticed that she already wore that bracelet that Jungkook gifted her. Anything else, ma'am? Nothing, I'll take my leave. You turned to leave, but then you saw Jungkook coming inside the office. He raised his brow and smirked, seeing you in his office. Wow, am I forgetting something? He said, walking inside. No, sir, ma'am came here to inform about the missing clause in the agreement. Oh, thank you so much, but it has been added. Not a big deal. He chuckled and looked at Ashley. Can you leave us alone for some seconds? He frowned while she nodded and walked outside the room. I'm sorry, Mr. Jungkook, but I have no interest in talking to you at this moment. I have some work. You were about to walk away, but he grabbed your hand. Seems like you're getting along with Kai really well. Congratulations for a promotion. You faked a sarcastic smile and looked at him. Thank you very much. It's all my hard work, and he's a great man to work with. You felt his grip on your hand tighten. He clearly looked jealous and he removed his hand. He's only here for a few months. You must have known that. Yes, and I think I'm gonna miss working with such a professional man. I will take my leave. You must be getting late for the meeting. He walked out from the office. Jungkook sighed and rested his hand on the sides of his waist. I know what you are trying to do. Keep going. I'm enjoying it. This company is a partnership firm, and because Kai has his shares, he's working on a project and he's one of the director, and you're currently working as his assistant. Jungkook and you are rivals as long as you remember. You both were in the same school in childhood and then high school, even in the college, and you both look at each other as enemies. This enmity made this relationship bitter from outside but developed strong feelings from inside. You both are kind of possessive for each other and can't see each other with someone else. The jealousy never helps whether it's you or him. But you guys also never leave a chance to make each other jealous. You can't see each other with someone else but don't even confess your feelings. And the main reason is your egos. You both were enemies from the starting and now it's hard to admit that you both fall for each other. Sometimes it sounds unbelievable but it's the truth that you both find hard to accept. Today when Jungkook gave that present to Ashley, you got very jealous and now you have decided to show him that you both can play the same game. This is for all our hard work. Thank you everyone. Everyone raised their glasses before drinking. It was a small party that was thrown from the company's side for getting a big project. Kai gulped down his drink and smiled. I wanted to say this for a long time, but I think now it's the perfect time. I'm really enjoying working with you guys. It is such a great experience that I won't be able to forget. And same goes to us. We are glad to be able to work with you. You said with a smile while everyone agrees, but there was someone whose eyes were only fixed on you. Mr. Jungkook, would you like to say something? She said, grabbing everyone's attention while you also looked at Jungkook. Today, he looked different. Thank you everyone for their support and hard work. He again shifted his eyes on you, but you looked away and then smiled a little when Kai raised a glass. These kind of small dinner parties are better than anything. I wish we could always celebrate our success this way. Of course we will. By the way, you are looking gorgeous, Ryan. You smiled and slightly bowed your head. Thank you so much. It's true, Ryan ma'am always slay in every outfit. Jungkook unknowingly gulped down his drink as he was getting extremely jealous hearing all those people, especially Guy, that to Kai. He doesn't like the way Kai looks at you. If he could kick him out of this party, this would be the first thing he would do. It's getting cold. Ryan, take this jacket. Kai took off his jacket and offered it to you. Oh no, it's fine, sir. Take it, I'm wearing a shirt but you seem cold. You looked towards Jungkook who was continuously drinking while glaring at you. Then you remember how he tried to make you jealous by giving the present to his secretary in front of you. Thank you so much, sir. You gladly accepted the jacket. Please don't call me sir here. We are not at work, so you can call me by my name. You smiled and nodded. You wear the jacket and you knew Jungkook's eyes were on you the entire time. He doesn't look happy to see you wearing another man's jacket, but you were trying to ignore him, although that kind of man was hard to ignore even in a crowded room. You also wanted to make him feel what you feel when he makes you jealous. You both know that your feelings are now mutual. You guys can't accept seeing each other with someone else but with each other. That's how much the feelings have grown that you guys can see the jealousy on each other's faces. Let's call it a night, shall we? It was already so late and you guys were also tired. Thank you so much for this. We'll never be able to forget this day. Okay then, I'll take my leave. She and her boyfriend walked away and soon everyone started leaving one by one. Some were heavily drunk and some were just enjoying. You got up. I will take my leave as well. See you all tomorrow. Jungkook, his secretary Kai and a few more people were still there. Kai also got up. Let me drop you off at your place, he said, getting up as well. It's okay sir, I will take a taxi. Why taxi when I'm here? And also I don't trust anyone. He grabbed your hand and now Jungkook lost his patience completely. He got up and came near before his hand went to your waist. Both you and Kai along with others watched the scene unfolded. Your eyes widened as you looked at Jungkook, but he looked serious. Then, in a blink of an eye, you were facing his chest and he looked straight in Kai's eyes. You were shocked and would have stopped him, but the look in his eyes told you now wasn't the time to contradict him. He can lose his mind and you didn't want any fight between the co-workers. I have got her. He made it clear to everyone who has their eyes on you. Mr. Jungkook. He then took off that jacket and gave it back to Kai before covering you with his jacket. You are here for only a few months, Mr. Kai. You better focus on your project and not somewhere else. You are hitting on something that can never be yours. Jungkook, what are you doing? Let's go from here. He smiled and looked at you. Sure, love. I was just letting someone know that your heart is already occupied. The moment he called you love, your heart skipped a beat. You knew he was drunk but don't know why it made you feel so special. This is how much you were longing to be close to him, to hear this word from him. You looked at Kai who was still shocked. See you tomorrow, sir, and I'm so sorry from his side. You grabbed Jungkook's hand and walked away with him. Stupid man. He grabbed his jacket and left in anger. Others were not really surprised because except you and Jungkook, everyone in the company can see your possessiveness and love towards each other. They already know how this relationship will end up. You stopped and left Jungkook's hand, making him look at you. What was that? You asked, crossing your arms. But all that drama that you created inside, what do you mean by all that? Your heart started beating fast when he took a few steps closer to you. Doing this, he was looking so hot and handsome that it was hard for you to keep yourself standing in front of him. Exactly what you are thinking, and I know what you are thinking. You raised your brow. Oh really? And how do you know what I'm thinking? Can you read my mind? Piece of cake, he said, winking at you, making you blush, and you looked away. Stop imagining things. You have created a drama. Now what will we explain to everyone tomorrow? Why do you need to explain anything to anyone? You looked at him. Because what was that? Do you think it's a game? Kai was there too. So what? He said, interrupting in the middle. So what? Is he more important for you? You were purposely making me jealous with him, right? And why were you jealous? Is there something between us that you feel jealous? He pulled you closer to him, making your heart stop beating for a few seconds. Stop pretending like you don't know. I know what you feel. You didn't break the eye contact with him. Is that why you make me jealous on purpose? He smiled. Yes, go to hell. You pushed him away and started leaving, but he hugged you from the back. Ryan, I love you. The time seems to stop around you. The way you felt every beat of your heart, those butterflies in your stomach, it was insane. His confession was insane. I know it's late. I know we should have confessed long ago. We were only punishing each other, causing pain to each other by hiding our feelings, but now I can't stay like this anymore. I want to let you know how much I love you. He broke the hug and turned you towards him. Your eyes were teary. Don't know why, but you felt like crying. You were never able to gather that much courage to confess your feelings, but finally, he fulfilled your wish. He got a little confused seeing your tears. Why are you crying? Did I say anything wrong? Don't you love? I love you more than anything. You said, hugging him before he finishes his sentence. I love you for as long as I remember. I don't know how those small fights and hate turn into love, but I fell in love with you long ago. I just didn't get the courage to tell you. He smiled and hugged you tightly. I know what you must have felt. Our egos kept us away from each other. You broke the hug and looked at him. It's okay, now everything is fine. Thank you. He said, kissing on his cheek, making him gulp. Only like this? Before you could understand anything, he pressed his lips against yours before kissing you. You wrapped your arms around his neck, kissing him back.